Hey gang, this is Mike with my real estate dojo. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you a secret where you're going to able to 25 to 75% increase your business. So again, I'm going to show you a trade secret that I've been using for quite a while now. That's going to increase your business at the minimum 25%, at the maximum 75%. Yep, you heard me right, guys. Now, if you're a real estate investor, there's basically three propellers for you to do deals over and over. So let me say that again. There's basically three propellers for you to have success. And I'm going to share those with you right now. Propeller number one is called lead generation. Propeller number two is called conversion. And propeller number three is called your exit strategy. Now, you need to have these three propellers in place at all times for you to be able to do deals like this. Some of you guys have never done a deal. Some of you guys have done one deal here and haven't done deals for a couple of months and then another deal there. And I'm here to tell you, if you want to do continuous deals like this, you need to have these three propellers into place. Let me go over them one more time. You got your lead generation. Okay? What is lead generation? Lead generation is the idea of marketing, getting traffic, and having them submit their information to you, or having your buyers, or in this case a real estate seller, to reach out to you. If it's through your website, if it's them through calling your office or emailing you, what have you. Okay, so that's lead generation. Now, when you go and shop online or on Facebook or on YouTube, you're going to notice that majority of the gurus are teaching you guys how to do lead generation. The majority of the gurus will teach you how to do the exit strategy. But there's very, very small amount of people are talking about the conversion part, okay? Now, I talked about lead generation, what that was. Let's talk about the conversion part. The conversion part is once you do the advertisement and you get the traffic and somebody reaches out to you through an email or to a lead, then you have the phase called the conversion, where you have to follow up with the seller, you have to send them letters, send them emails, send them postcards, etc., for them to convert. And I would say about 75% of my students fail, maybe including you, fell in this part of the conversion part. Many people don't know how to get leads, but that's a small percent of people. A lot of other people are generating shitload of leads, but they're not converting it because there's really nobody teaching you how to convert it, and that's where I come into play, guys. So the propeller number two is called conversion. Once you get the traffic, once you get the lead, what should you do and what should you not to do over long periods of time to get your web traffic, get your lead, and have them turn into a profit for you, okay? And step number three, which is, again, there's a lot of seminars and courses out there, talks about your exit strategy. For example, if you're a wholesaler, once you do the advertisement, once you put it on the contract, the conversion, what is your exit strategy? Are you going to sell it to a retail buyer? Or are you going to sell it to a cash investor, etc.? It doesn't matter if you're doing landlording, if you're a fix and flipper, if you're a wholesaler. The exit strategy is this exit strategy. It just differentiates from what kind of investor you are. So now, I talked about the three propellers for success as a real estate investor. Now, before I go and pull the curtains and show you exactly how you can make 25% or 75% increase in your profits without spending any extra money, I want to tell you a little about me, guys. I'm a refugee to America. My parents both were illiterate. Right after college, I decided to live in my car with $100, and I bootstrapped my business. For many of you that don't know what bootstrapping is, that means that I started a business, I pulled my belt together, I decided to live in my car, let go of all these luxurious things that I may have, which were not much, and pursue my dreams. I never borrowed money from a bank, I never went to a lender, never borrowed money from a credit card, never borrowed money from friends and family, never had support. What I did is I closed my eyes, I used my imagination, hard work, creative thinking, which I'm going to show you right now. Those three ideas that I just given you, I'm going to show you how you can increase your business 25 to 75%, guys. So I came here as a refugee, turned $100 into a multi-million-dollar sales business, my moving company, which I owned for almost 14, 15 years. From there, I started buying real estate as Mr. Investor and started renting them out. And I also started a real estate brokerage firm where I had a broker working with me and much older real estate agents that were like my grandpa's age and my parents' age working with me, even though I was much younger. I started all this stuff with $100, never borrowed any money, never got into debt, and this is what I'm going to show you guys right now. Normally I freestyle everything, and I'm still freestyling today, but I just wanted to make sure I don't forget anything, so I want to go through it and make sure I can help you get that 25 or 75% increase in sales and profits without spending any extra money, guys. Alright, now, what I always say to my students is that in real estate, cash is king, guys. Everybody knows this. In real estate, cash is king. But follow-up, again, follow-up is queen. So again, cash is king, but follow-up is queen. So follow-up is so important. And I would say that 75% of real estate investors, 75% of any people that work in the sales industry, they don't get more deals because they don't understand the power of follow-up. They don't have systems in place to do follow-up, and they think that when somebody says no or they're not interested, that's the end of the story. Okay? All right, so one of the most powerful follow-up systems that I came across with, being a bootstrap entrepreneur is called email follow-up series. Okay? Now, some of you guys may know like email responders where somebody sends you an email, you respond quickly back to them saying, hey, I'm out of office. But that's elementary stuff. What I'm talking about is playing chess email series. With my email series and what I'm going to show you right now, how you should implement it in your business, not is it an email series which allows follow-up, but it also does sales and closing. So the email series I'm going to show you right now how to implement, okay, not only does follow-up, but it also does your sales and closing, which means that when a lead comes in, and you reach out to them, you may talk to them, you may not talk to them, some time goes by, that seller can actually reach out to you or your company without you reaching out to them. And when they reach out to you, you don't have to do any more sales because they're ready to convert, okay? So let me explain to you what is automatic email series, okay? And how can you use it and who can use it, okay? A automatic email series is kind of like a teacher or a professor or a syllabus. What they do is they come out before school starts, maybe take a week, maybe take a month, they write down the syllabus talking about what they're going to do every month moving forward with their students. And basically an automatic email series is the same exact way. You have pre-written content that you're going to send to your leads or your buyers, your sellers over time to build authority and to build rapport and to provide them education and content they see that, hey, they should do business with you, okay? So simply put, an email auto series is basically a pre-written, I don't want to say sales because it depends how you're engaging it, but pre-written content for your audience. Now that brings me to your audience, okay? How can you use, for example, the email series, okay? You can use it for, how have I used it, okay? In my moving company, I've used it for customer reviews. So what that means is when a customer comes in, we move them. Step number 3, I put them into a couple of email series that sends them information like, thanks for using my company. Send them another email that says, hey, please give us a review on Yelp or Google. So I use it in a sense of customer appreciation and thanking my customers. That's one way to use it, for reviews. But the real powerful way of using what I'm really going to talk about today is about how to use email series for sales and closing. Because a lot of you are like me, that I hate selling, guys. So what I like to do is provide so much value, just like for you watching, that you are going to just come in and want to use me. because I'm stepping in with my best foot. I'm giving you free content, and I'm going to use the same exact philosophy with my home sellers, okay? And that's exactly what I'm going to show you how to do. So going back to the story, what is an email series? It's basically a campaign that you pre-configured for your audience. And what I'm going to talk about is today your audience is to sell and close deals, guys, okay? Excuse me. All right, so let me make sure I didn't skip anything. All right, so I talked about what an auto email series is. How can you use it? You can use it from like customer reviews. You can use it in, let me give you another good example. If you have a business where you ask your customers the same questions over and over, okay? For example, in my moving business, when a customer came to our website and submitted a lead, or when they call over the phone, we would always ask the same exact question. Hey, what date are you moving, sir? Where are you moving from? Where are you moving to? Are you moving from a first floor or are you moving to the second floor? Okay. You can see these are like basically the same questions we're going to ask anybody. Doesn't matter who they are. If they're moving, we're going to ask them these pre-configured questions. Now, let me talk about the investing part. The same story happens with investing, okay? When a seller calls me, I ask them my seller questionnaire form, which I highly recommend that you don't have it, go download it because it helps you negotiate a cash and an owner financing without even letting the seller know you're doing all this stuff, okay? But my seller questionnaire form is what I call the pre-configured questionnaire that I'm going to ask everybody. It doesn't matter if their name is Julie or Sally. And so when a lead comes to my website, instead of me getting on the phone and talking to the seller or paying my assistant to talk to the seller, what I can do is send them an email series asking some of those questions like, hey, Mr. Seller, what is your address? How many square footage is this? Why do you want to sell? Etc. Okay? So what I'm trying to explain to you guys is this auto email series is so important. It doesn't matter if you're trying to collect information or if you're trying to sell and close or if you're just trying to do follow-ups. It all depends on how you configured your campaign. But it works from getting reviews all the way down to closing deals, guys. It's so powerful, and that's why I love it, guys. Okay? Now, that brings me into, let me give you 6 or 7 benefits of using auto email series, guys. And these are the benefits why I love the most, okay? All right. Number 1, I've already hit on this a lot. I've already explained to you that if cash is king, follow-up is queen. And again, 75% of all my students, 75% of all the people I've met that work in the sales industry, they don't understand follow-up, or 2, if they understand follow-up, they don't implement it or they forget about it because they're so busy doing busy stuff that doesn't generate money. Instead of realizing the money is already in the leads that they already captured, but they just haven't communicated enough with these sellers. They haven't touched base with these sellers. They haven't built enough rapport. They haven't built enough authority, and that's why they're not closing deals, guys. So the very first benefit of an autoresponder is that follow-up, 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 okay? And it makes follow-up in autopilot, okay? So, for example, old school follow-up is you get a lead and then you call the seller after you give them an offer, and then a week later you call them, and a month later you may call them, and you may call them. And sometimes a lot of investors are not going to take the time to call up with these people because the sellers told them they're not interested. Or the seller said, I'm going to a different option, I'm seeking a different option. Or even the seller may say, hey, go fuck yourself, take me off the list, okay? So most investors say it's okay. They're not going to call them anymore. With the follow email series, you don't have to deal with that rejection anymore. You pre-configured emails and you just send it to the seller over and over in autopilot. And that's the great thing. Just kind of like the teacher. Once you make your syllabus, then you kind of can put your foot up and relax because you already made the plan for the whole year. But unlike the teacher that has to go to a job, me and you as real estate investors, we can go out here and hike because once I put up my automatic follow-up system in place, man, I could go on vacation, and when the leads come in, it's just going to work itself, dude. And the people are going to think they're actually talking to me, but they're not. It's just to an email series, guys. So very, very powerful. That is follow-up made simple, but 2, it's an autopilot mode, which means you can go on vacation, guys. Excuse me, guys. All right, let's talk about benefit number 2. This is a very, very important benefit, and I love this one so much. Okay, with follow-up email series, there's a great, great shelf life. Now, some of you guys or gals might not know what a shelf life is. That is, let me explain it in this. When you do an advertisement, let's say in Facebook, when the ad runs out, nobody sees your ad anymore, okay? Or when you do an advertisement, let's say on the radio, when the radio goes off the air, nobody knows your advertisement anymore. Now, if you do, let's say, door-to-door flyers, sometimes you'll pass out flyers, and 6 months later, a year later, somebody's gonna call you from that flyer. Says, "Yeah, I got that flyer on my door. I put it into my pocket. I put it on my refrigerator, and now I'm calling you guys." And I'm sure that's happened to you many times with pizza companies or food. You came home from work, they put something in front of your door. You probably took and put it on your refrigerator. Months later, you called them. That's called a shelf life. A lot of advertisements out there, they don't have shelf life, but they have a horrible shelf life, which means you constantly have to be feeding that stove with wood or with your own capital to keep that marketing engine running. With email marketing series, it has great shelf life, guys. Like I said, you're like the school teacher. You put up your time and built the syllabus. Once you put the syllabus into work, you go on vacation and the machine is going to work by itself, guys. So that is the power of um, having a long shelf life. But here's the thing. Let's assume that your email series is over. Let's say you did a year campaign, but the motivated seller decides to sell their home a year and a half down the line. Well, they have your emails in their inbox. All they have to do is just search it up. So that's the very powerful thing about email marketing, especially with series, is you build authority, you build that relationship, and when your series is over, your campaign is over, that material is still in the seller's inbox. At any time he or she can go search for that stuff, learn more information about your services, and reach out to you, which makes it a great, great marketing tool that's for free or almost for free, guys. All right, that brings me to point number 3, the benefit number 3, which I kind of hit up. Email marketing series is what I call free or almost free marketing. Guys, as a refugee with starting with $100, I am the master. I got my fucking black belt in creative marketing. That's all I do, dude, okay? And you can't get any more freer than this, okay? Once you write that email series content and you put that little sweat equity in there, you put it into Autopilot, and dude, there's no more, I mean, it doesn't cost any money more. It doesn't cost any more sweat equity, and it's Autopilot. It's one of the very few things that you can do totally for free, and it's called email marketing series, which I'm explaining to you right now. So the point number 3 is that it's for free or almost for free. Okay. Some of you say, "Well, Mike, why is it almost for free?" Well, some of us are not great writers, or some of us we think we're great writers, but really we don't understand sales. Okay. So, or we have to pay people to write for us, or we have to use like a mailing software like Aweber or MailChimp to implement the part. But you don't have to. You could do it for free one by one as well. But it's easier to put into an autopilot and just let it go by itself, guys and ladies. Okay. The benefit number 4 is that this marketing type brings you brings you huge profits, guys and ladies. Why? Because it's for free. So any customer you get out of it, it's going to be tremendous profits. And then, it brings you tremendous profits is because many people don't understand the art of follow-up. And by using an email series, they're going to get a jump of 25 to 75% of their business without spending any more money in marketing, okay? Now, if you don't have any leads coming in or if you have no traffic, then this is not going to work for you because this is a follow-up. You have to get the traffic first and then follow up, okay, guys and ladies? All right, guys, so email marketing with the auto response series will save you tremendous amount of time, ladies and gentlemen, because Normally when a lead comes in, you and I have to sit there and call these people over and over, okay? Which takes a lot amount of time. Or we have to pay an assistant or a virtual assistant or secretary for them to follow with these people, okay? Which takes time and money. With this system that I'm showing you right now, you just make it one time, you put it into a mailing software, and it becomes Autopilot, ladies and gentlemen. It just works by itself. So it saves you thousands of dollars in time, labor, and your own time. And you don't have to make all these stupid cold calls and go to voice messages and wrong numbers, etc., guys. All right. The next point is one of the main reasons why I love this type of marketing follow series is because it's what I call mailbox money. What that means is once you invest your sweat equity to build this content, and once you put it integrated into a mailing software, then you just sit back and you just get deals, guys. I mean, it's like mailbox money. It's kind of like buying a rental property. The very first investment, once you put it in there, then you just sit back and collect the rent checks, guys. It's not that hard. The same thing happens with this auto email series. Once you implement it, once leads come in, the emails are going out year after year, okay, guys? Year after year. All right? Now, the very last benefit of the email series is, and this is the very best benefit, guys, is that it's what I call the bake alert system. Again, the bake alert system. What is that? Well, when you've been doing this as long as I have, you know that majority of your customers or your sellers, leads that come in, they're not motivated at that specific time. It may take 30 days for them to become motivated. It may take 60 days for them to become motivated. It may take 2 years, 3 years for them to become motivated. And if you spend all that time and money and energy to getting that seller to call you or submit a lead, but you're not following up 6 months, 1 year later, then you're not going to close the deal, and your closing ratio is going to suck, which means that you're spending a lot of money for marketing and you're not doing as much deals. So with the bake alert system, my email marketing system that I've implemented, I'm going to share with you and let you guys download it, okay, allows you to be in front of the seller over and over with valuable content that not only builds rapport, but makes you the authority in the industry. And it keeps dripping with the emails over and over to that seller like a baked potato in the oven, says, bing, 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 I'm ready to be baked, I'm ready to be baked, come by my house. And when that time happens, you don't have to call them. They're going to call you because you've been using my email follow-up series, guys. You're building rapport, you're building credibility, you're teaching them, you're positioning yourself as the expert. And when that alarm goes off with that seller that, hey, it's time to get out of here, I'm ready to sell my home, you're the first one to call, guys. And this is what I call the baked alert system. And you're not going to find that with many other advertisements out there like Facebook or Google or bandit signs, because you don't have the opportunity to automatically send the pre-configured emails over and over, guys. All right. Now, some people ask me, well, Mike, how much can I really increase my sales in this business using auto-response system? And I can honestly say, okay, guys, you can increase your business sales 25 to 75%, guys. If you don't have a good follow-up system, or you have no, then you're going to be on the 75%. If you have a good follow-up system, but not over a long period of time, then you might get only the 25%. Now, some of you guys are not full-time real estate investors, but you own businesses, like you own a roofing company, or you own a construction business, or you sell insurances. Trust me, guys. I use this exact system for my moving company, for my real estate, and all of them increased in business, man. I couldn't believe that how much my moving company increased in business, in profits, when I implemented this simple follow-up email series, guys. So it doesn't matter what industry you're in, by implementing what I'm teaching you today, it's going to increase your business at least 25 to 75%, guys, okay? Without a joke, okay? Who can benefit from it? All realtors, all real estate investors, any business owner, guys, anyone that's in sales can definitely benefit from having a prolonged follow-up email series. And when I say prolonged, how long do I mean? You know, with my Mr. Investor, I do a 3-year subscription. So when somebody submits their lead, there's been deals that I've Closed 2 years later when the guy submitted his lead. It took me 2 years later for him to be begged, for him to be raised his hand and says, look, I'm motivated, I'm ready to sell. If I didn't have that follow-up system, I would have missed that customer. And I'm not going to sit here and call everybody every 2 years, but I can send them an email. I can send them to a text messaging follow-up system like I'm showing you right now, and I have other videos showing you how to do it, guys. All right, let's go to the next point. So the auto response series, what will it not do for you? Okay, it's not gonna wash your dishes, guys. It's not gonna make you lose weight. It's definitely not gonna take the trash out. Okay, this is not something like that. Okay, this is not something get rich quick scheme or something that's gonna make you lose a lot of weight. But this is a genuine amount of work that you have to put in. You have to put a lot of work up in the front, but the harvest yield is tremendous, especially if you turn on the marketing funnel. Okay, for a lot of you guys and ladies who don't know what to do for marketing, check out my 42 videos on how to find motivated sellers for free or almost free. It doesn't matter what industry you're in, you're going to benefit from it. I've used it from my moving company to buying houses, guys. Okay, so now we know what it's not going to do for you guys. Okay, now I'm just recently decided to give you my trade secrets, so I'm willing to give you guys and let you download my street tested over 7-8 years auto email series. But it's just not a follow-up series like everybody else is out there. My auto email series, not only does it do follow-up, it also does sales, but more importantly, and this is the best part, it does the closing for you guys. Okay? Again, it does the closing for you. Now I don't want to dive in and give you everything. That's why you have to buy it and download it. It's just for a couple of bucks, guys. And I'm literally giving it away for free because it cost me a lot more money than what I'm selling it for. If you don't believe me, just have somebody write you a email series and see what they're going to charge. It's going to charge you thousands of dollars. But the only problem is when you hire somebody to write it for you, or what I hear all the time, well, I can write myself, or my cousin's a good writer, or, but the problem is there's a lot of people that can write good. Without a doubt, I'm not questioning that. But these people that can write good, can they sell? And that's what the problem is. There's a lot of people can write beautifully and how to dot the I's and close the T's, but they don't have any selling ability. They don't understand the formality of sales. They don't understand that sales is like a chess game, and you have to think 10, 20 steps ahead. And with my street proven email series that I'm willing to share with you guys, it's been proven, guys. It works. It provides valuable content to the seller. It makes the seller know that you're the authority. It's not one of those email series that says, me, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me, sell your house to me. No, it's nothing like that, guys. It adds value. It teaches the seller and allows the seller to reach out to you, and in their own mind, they've already closed the deal because of the value and the authority you have taught him, which is going to allow you to put yourself so much further than your competition, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so for a couple of bucks, I'm willing to download this for you guys, and I'm losing money, guys. I can sell the system for $1,000 all day long. It's proven, it works. It's going to increase your business 25 to 75%. Okay, but I'm not doing that. I'm basically giving it away at a loss, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, at a loss because it cost me a lot of money in development, a lot of money in advertisement, a lot of money in pushing it, a lot of money in re-advertising it, and I paid a lot of good copywriters that actually knew how to fucking sell thousands of dollars to get this product in front of you guys, okay? So with my product, it's very, very simple. It's going to only take you about 15 to maybe 90 minutes. 15 minutes if you're an expert on how to use computers, 90 minutes if you're not an expert, okay? With my product, all you do is copy and paste your content information. Everything's done for you. I mean, everything, like, ladies and gentlemen. All you do is put your contact information in there and your company website on there, okay? Now, it doesn't matter if you're trying to wholesale. It doesn't matter if you're trying to buy houses subject to or do owner financing. It doesn't matter if you're trying to do wraps. It doesn't matter if you're trying to do fix and flip. My content is meant for everybody. You're going to get these leads, and you're able to cherry pick the ones you want, and the ones you don't want, you could trash them, or you could reach out to me and I'll help you wholesale them, or you could wholesale them yourself and make shitload of money, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Because you'll be surprised how many more conversions you're going to get with my follow-up email series. So to wrap it up, it's only going to take you 15 to 90 minutes max. It's a very turnkey solution. All you do is put your information in there. These ads are broken in two types. When a seller calls you or a lead is submitted, two things are going to happen. A, you're going to talk to them and over the phone, or you reach out to them and you can't talk to them. So I have an email series for both. So if this lead comes in and you reach out to them and you talk to them, you'll put them on this email series. If you reach out to them and it's a voice message or it's a wrong number but the email's still good, then you're going to put them on the other follow-up series. And they're both thought out like a master chess player. And like I said, it's been in 8 years of development. It's top notch. I spent thousands and thousands of dollars in marketing to get this tested. I've done A/B tests. I've done it all. This thing works. It's a turnkey solution. You're just gonna put your information on there, turn on the marketing machine, and just wait for people to call you. And when they call you, you'll be amazed that they're ready to convert. They're ready to say, "Here's the keys to my property, guys." Okay. Let me see if I missed anything. All right, what do you get? Okay, so you get my ninja tested email funnel. Okay, and this funnel is good for about a year. And there's instructions that I tell you that you can do to make it into a 3-year very easily. Okay, and I show you. Okay, so the first thing you get is the email ads. The second thing you get is basically an audio training instruction where I show you what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and how to turn this product into a 3-year subscription follow-up series. Okay, guys. And the other thing you get is that killer subject lines in the emails. I know some people sell this stuff, but they don't have the subject line. I have the subject line. I have killer subject lines that are gonna open rate, which allows them to actually read your content and then reach out to you guys. Okay. So simply put, you'll get the email ads for non-talk to and talk to sellers over the phone. You'll get the audio training is not video, it's audio training. And then you get the subject line, guys. And again, I can easily sell this for $1,000 per download. I've sold it for $1,000, but I'm gonna give it to you guys for a couple of bucks. And the reason I'm giving it to you because I am very confident that you're gonna get great results, and then you're gonna think to yourself, "Damn, I got a lot of results for just a couple of bucks." I imagine what Mike can do for me if I paid him for coaching or I bought his upper level products, guys. So I'm just gonna let you have it for a couple of bucks. And before I go, what makes my product better than anybody else's product? Well, the very first thing is I'm giving you the exact same thing that I use in my own business, guys. I'm not giving you a watered down version of it. I know there's a lot of guys out there that have this subscription base where they give you $100 a month and they give you a website and they give you, some follow-up emails. But man, those things are corny, dude. They don't really convert. The only one that's converting is the coach that's selling you that crap, dude. He's making shitload of money. He's turning it into a subscription base, sucking you month after month. What I do is I'm giving you my $1,000 product for just a couple of pennies, so you go out there and become successful at it. And I'm betting, I'm risking, I'm losing money that is so good, and I'm willing to take a loss that you're gonna like it. You're gonna get profit from it. You're gonna make money from it. That you invest that money back into more coaching for you, so you get more deals. Where the other guys are selling you on some dream, selling you on some kind of subscription. The only one that's closing deals is them, and you're stuck with the fucking monthly subscription and some generic follow-up email series that probably doesn't work, guys. And it may only go back 2 or 3 months or 6 months at the max. Where with my system, one easy twitch, and I'm going to show you on my training audio how to make it for like 3 years of follow-up series, guys. Now, guys and ladies, this is the best country ever, America. Some of you guys say, well, why do you have success and I don't have success? Or some of you guys think, oh, the grass is not green here. Well, let me tell you this, guys. I'm a refugee to America, and I had escaped my country to come to America, guys. The grass is so fucking green here. You can start here without an education. You can start here without having any connections. You can start without having any money. When I started, I had $100 living out of my car, guys, okay? If you're willing to use your imagination, you're willing to use your heart, you're willing to use hard fucking work, dude, you could start something and have a multi-million-dollar business. Just look around. I believe in you. I made my system so simple that all you gotta do is just copy and paste it and start making money. And I made it so simple, even though it's a very complex process, is to help you close deals because simplicity is the shit. I know guys that bought other people's system and their system is like $100 a month, but it's so complex, it's so confusing that they're not even fucking using it. So what is the point of that? Okay, you know, a lot of smart people before me have said that it takes a genius to make a complex thing simple. And I made it so fucking simple that all you gotta do is copy and paste. And if you just generate leads into that sales funnel, you're gonna increase your business 25 to 75% without a doubt in my mind. And I'm willing to fucking risk it and basically give it to you for free at the loss so you can make some money. So you know that my shit is the shit. My stuff works. So you come back and buy the higher coaching products, guys. Because I'm not here to sell you on a dream. I'm not here to milk you on a subscription base. I want to help you make shitload of money so you come and support me and do testimonial videos for me. And I'm here to change your life because the way I get ahead in life is by feeling good. I have a saying that money don't make me happy, but happy makes me money. So if I'm feeling good because I helped you out and you reach out to me, I'm gonna make money, guys. And if you're feeling good, you're gonna make money. And that's why I always say, I believe in you. You can do it. And fucking naysayer. Go hustle and bustle. Don't take no for an answer. If you like these videos, please like, please share, please comment. See you later, gang.